Good morning. Thank you for tuning in to the MonaLisa Monroe Morning Show. Grab your coffee or your tea, hunty, because we have a lot to talk about. But before we get started on those red hot topics, please go to my website, www.monalisamonroe.com. We've got t-shirts, we've got mugs, we've got toast. Believe me, we've got you covered. And also, you could purchase my book, Life After the Diagnosis. If you know a survivor or you are a survivor, this is the book that you need. Well, let's go ahead and get this party started right, shall we? Good morning, good morning, good morning. Welcome to the MonaLisa Monroe Morning Show, honey. Oh my gosh, I got so much to talk to you guys about this morning. Thank you so much for your responses to the show last Thursday. I know I sort of shifted gears on you in February. So January, of course, was the beginning of the 2025 year, and everything is exciting and everything is new. And I just thought that I would sort of change it up a little bit, because it's so much going on right now, just so much. And so I'm thinking, let me just do my part in making everybody feel good, just a feel good moment. Um, at least for 30 minutes, right? At least for 30 minutes. So I shifted gears and decided to tell you guys a little bit about what's going on with me and sort of took a break on the red hot topics. It's just a lot going on in the news. Well, I have decided to bring a few back, but yet end up, sort of the majority of the show, towards the end of the show, give you a little bit of, what has happened in style architect world, as well as, me. So I'm going to keep the red hot. I'm going to discuss a few of the red hot, but all at the same time, I'm open to conversation. So this is what the show is all about. This show is talking about what you're talking about. And so I welcome responses. No cussing, no disrespecting other people's comments. But other than that, welcome to the show. Good morning, Katrina, my faithful portrait. I love you. Mwah, mwah, mwah. So we're going to tap a little bit on what everybody's talking about. And of course, everybody's talking about the Super Bowl. So, yeah, your girl's going to be watching the Super Bowl. Absolutely. And the halftime, honey, please. Kendrick Lamar, get up out of here. Hey, Eric, how you doing? Good morning. So I am so excited about the Super Bowl and what is going to go down. I know you got a lot of Chief fans out there. Well, I am not. I'm rolling with the Eagles. And because I like Jalen Hurts, I just like him. So hopefully, my team wins. But yeah, game day, baby. Game day. Game day is this weekend. And the style architect hat always pops up. And good morning. And it's like what to wear to game day. Yeah, stuff like that. And so I'm gonna touch a little bit on that towards the end of the show. What to wear, what not to wear to game day. That type of thing. But other than that, who's going, who's watching, I literally get excited about the commercials. That's just me. I love the Super Bowl commercials. Those 30 seconds are worth every quarter or every dime because I really, really watch them. And I don't even move from the TV because I don't want to miss any of the commercials. So, what do you guys like most? The game or the commercials? Of course, I like the game, but the commercials is all that. And lately, it's not only been the commercials, it's been the halftime show. So yeah, with all that being said, who's watching and who's excited about the Super Bowl halftime or just the commercials? That's red hot number one, of course. Um, red hot number two. I was asked to talk about, your boy in office, and yeah, I don't want to talk about that. But as the show is, I say that I'm going to talk about what you're talking about. So lately, what your boy's doing is off the charts. He's deporting people. He's bombing some folks and tariffs and just all of that. And I just don't want you to get nervous. I don't want you to feel scared because that's not of God. And anything that happens and everything that happens, it has to go past the master first. Okay. So rest assured that nothing is popping without him knowing. And the people of God should not be in an uproar either, because he tells us in his word what's going to go down. So all you got to do is dive in that word and get some comfort for yourself and know that everything that is happening is in there. It's in there. Nothing new under the sun. War has always been here. Hunger, starvation, homelessness, all of that, all of that. So to get reassured and to get comforted in God's word, you're going to have to get in God's word. You know what I mean? And Katrina, I'm watching for Kendrick because they not like us. Come on, girl. And soon, he gonna sing that song. He gonna sing it, girl. And I'm gonna be on. Look, I'm gonna be on top of the coffee table. Yeah. That song is everything. So yeah, he gonna sing that song. So I'm waiting on that. That halftime is all that. But yeah, so I mean, I don't want people to be alarmed because nothing, like we said, nothing is new under the sun. So while you're panicking about the DEI program, you're panicking about deportation, you're panicking about all these things. Long story short, God is still in control. He's still in control. Good morning, Bean. So lovely. Thank you. I appreciate that. So yeah, the number one thing I want people to do is not to get excited, not to get fearful, not to get all, in an uproar because of what's happening. Because if you really look at it and you really pay close attention, when he says something that is outrageously crazy, it's to get a response. Because next thing you know, he's retracting all what he said. All what he wrote, all what he signed, he's deducting it. All of it, he's taking it back. Because I think it's just the shock factor that he enjoys. And so when you don't give it to him, that's the win, So unfortunately, the media is like the media. The media likes a headline. And so you're going to read the worst headlines because they want all eyes on them, whoever it is. I'm not a fan of any particular major one. I just know that the media is going to do what the media does. And what does it do? Shock factor. They love shock factor. So they're going to put whatever's crazy and off the wall in the headlines. That's what they're going to do. That's their job. So I just want you to read the headline and just know that when it's something really outrageous, something else is going on behind the scenes because you're focused over here. That means something else is happening over there. Red hot number 2 was the plane crashes. That definitely got my attention because I do a lot of traveling. So I looked at that video and I looked at that video. And I looked at that video. That Black Hawk going into that plane, and then the one in Philadelphia, that plane crash. I looked at the footage, I looked at the information, and ain't nothing mathing. Nothing is mathing. Nothing is adding up. Everything looks questionable. I'm just going to be honest with you. I'm looking like it was a beeline. It looked like the Black Hawk took a beeline, and then it's like the Philadelphia crash. They said it was a medicine, it was some kind of medical plane, but the explosion looked like it was a bomb or something. And then they couldn't find the pieces of the plane. You have pieces of the plane if it crashes. So, I mean, I'm just saying. Good morning, Angela. How are you? So I'm just, like I said, read the news, watch the news. And I was going to say something else, but I'm not going to do that. Read the news, watch the news, and be very, very woke about the news. Okay? Let's just put it like that. I want you to be very smart. I want you to be a researcher. I want you to, if you hear something, sort of research and find out facts. You know what I mean? Fact check it. Excuse me. Fact check it. You know what I'm saying? Because some of this stuff, you just can't believe it. It's real. And it's real. The plane crash was real. People died. The way it happened is just so bizarre. Just bizarre. And then the plane crash in Philadelphia. No plane pieces anywhere. Just bizarre. Just strange. I mean, what do you guys think? What do you guys think? But I said that I was going to touch a little bit on the red hots. 3 red hots. Red hot number 1, Super Bowl. Are you going to watch it? What's your main thing? Halftime or the commercials? And red hot number 2, what do you think about what has been happening in the news? The plane crashes and the deportation and all these things. And why now? Why now? You know what I'm saying? It's like a distraction. It just seems like all a distraction. Red hot number 3 was the Grammy. The Grammy Awards. Honey, yes. I saw the Grammy Awards, and it has been years since I've seen the Grammy Awards. And I'm going to tell you why I watched the Grammy Awards. Because I heard Kendrick Lamar was going to be on it. He was nominated, and I had to see if he was going to win, and he did. And so that's the reason why I watched it. It was some artists that I had no idea. Who are you? I was just like, I've never heard of you. What's her name? Dolce. I've never heard of her. Never heard of her songs or anything. But she did well. They said she can rap. And so, hey. So that's red hot number 3, the Grammys. Did you watch it? What did you think about it? Now, February is all about love is in the air, Valentine's and all that good stuff. But it is also Black History Month. And it's been some Black history facts floating around that's just flooring me, and I sit back and I go, we have invented so many things. And I don't even think we've got acknowledged for these things. It's just like we would invent something and then someone else would patent it. We would invent something and then someone would license it, or it's like, man, all the things that I have read that we have invented, it's just, and in school they teach you the regular stuff, the penicillin, um what else, the light, but the traffic light, the stuff that we learned in school. But hidden figures, GPS, all of, huh? The iPhone. I mean, just wow. Wow. um no, it wasn't the iPhone. I think I read that it was the internet. It was some kind of, yeah. It was amazing to me. I think I'm going to probably try to research it and post it, and I'll probably post it on the MonaLisa Monroe morning show, because the more I saw what all we have invented, I was just floored. Matter of fact, if you guys know of a fun fact for Black History, drop a comment, and something that we haven't heard. We know we invented the broom. We know we invented, the traffic light, penicillin, but GPS was new for me. Hidden figures, NASA, that was new for me. So try to drop something that no one has heard of. Okay, that would be awesome. Drop it in the comments. So as I stated at the top of the show, that I would do the red hots and then reel you in on style architect image consulting, because that is what I do. I am a wardrobe stylist. I am an architect when it comes to styling and fashion, your unique style and your unique fashion. That is the key, right? Because with an architect, what does he do? He or she builds based on your blueprint. So what I do is I build your brand, your fashion on your blueprint. What is your blueprint? Your personality, your charisma, your style, your sense of style. And I just build on that. That's what I do. And Style Architect Image Consulting Group is a Facebook page. I would love for you to click, like, and share the page for those who you think might enjoy my services. The experience of Style Architect Image Consulting is amazing. We just had a Sparkle and Style pop-up, and I'm going to give you the recap on that. Now, if you want to see a little, some photos or some videos on that, that is on my page as well. And it went very well. It was an amazing event. And that's what I will be doing in the month of April. I will do another pop-up in style. And I'm excited about that, because these events give ladies the opportunity to not just shop, but also sort of get a sense of their style, and get a sense of training and session of, your body type and your color analysis and things that you probably don't even think about. Like when you walk into a department store, within the first 30 seconds, you should know exactly what you want, within the first at least 15-30 minutes, you should be almost done. And that's only when you know your color that makes you pop. That's only when you know your body type. That's only when you know uh, the event, the dress code, or the theme, whatever the case may be. It all works together. And a lot of times ladies don't have a good sense of that. And they always go, I don't know what I want to wear. Well, based on where you're going, and then based on your personality, because I don't deal with trends, because trends come and trends go. So if you're wanting to shop for a trend, I wouldn't suggest that. I would always suggest that you shop for something that's a classic, because you can always wear something that is a classic. And you can make it trending by using by having a certain shirt or a certain tie or jacket that's trending with the classic. And if you have an urban flair, you can always enhance the urban flair and make it professional and make it casual. You can do so much with your wardrobe, and that is why I decided to start doing these pop-ups to try to get out there. I specialize in closet organization as well. And I say to the ladies, not all the time you have to go to the store and buy new stuff. Not all the time, because you can go shopping in your own closet. You can definitely go shopping in your own closet. You can put items together that you might not have thought go together. And that's what I am here to do, help you with that. And you might want to get rid of some of those items because they're not complementary to you. You no longer probably fit them. You no longer probably like them. And that's probably why they're still in there collecting dust, because you're not wearing them. So those are the things, the little things, but yet big things that I do. And so the Sparkle and Style pop-up went very well. And again, I will do another in April, and I will post all of that on Style Architect Image Consulting page. So be aware, be cautious, be vigilant, and check it out. So I wanted to definitely go over that info with you. And then I also want to go over Style Architect website, www.monroemonalisa.com. And if you are wanting the services, you can always book it online. Fun fact, the Black inventor, George Crumb, a chef, invented the potato chip. I read that. And I was like, oh, and another one. A Black inventor invented the snow cone. And how about ice cream? I think it was ice cream too. Double check that. But I know it was a snow cone. Yeah. And the surfer, what is it? The big water gun, that one too. That was a surprise for me. So yeah, book your consultation, www.monroemonalisa.com. And I also want to let you know that Styletto, the luxury brand that I have for Style Architect, will be having a launch in March as well. And I gave you sort of like a sneak peek in January of what some of the items look like. And right now we are focusing on bags, purses, backpacks for the ladies. And that will be a launch in March. So I'm excited about that. Wanted to tell you that. Style Architect has a luxury brand called Styletto. Hey, Trish. So wanted to go over that as well. And last but not least, you can always purchase the book on Amazon.com. Amazon Prime, and the book is called Life After the Diagnosis. If you don't know, I am a survivor, a conqueror of leukemia, and that journey, that moment in time, I put in a book. And don't get it confused. My last name, my maiden name is Cash, so the book is under MonaLisa Cash. not MonaLisa Monroe. So you can purchase it on Amazon Prime, Amazon, and also you can go to my website, www.monroemonalisa.com. So I wanted to end the show with that information as well and go over the red hots again for those of you who are just jumping on. Please leave a comment, click like, and share the show. The red hots number one was Super Bowl. Are you going to watch? What is the most exciting part of the Super Bowl for you? Is it the commercials? Is it the halftime show? Or is it just the flat out game? And then number two, your thoughts on what has been happening about the plane crashes, the deportation, and the DEI canceling of that program. Now, Target, I'm going to say this, Target is feeling it right now. It is feeling it. It's losing shares, stocks. Stocks are dropping. They're losing all kind of all kind of money right now. Target, that was just a bad move because most of the stuff that we shopped for was pretty much a diverse product. We enjoyed those diversity items in your store. That's the reason why we started shopping at your store, was to get the Tabitha Brown, to get the Latino seasonings, to get the Mexican decorations, to get the different items that you set aside for these particular either homegrown or just different ethnicities. We love the fact that you supported these different ethnicities. We love that about you, Target. We did. And then for you to pull the program, you feeling it. You're feeling it. A lot of these businesses are feeling it because, believe it or not, your audience is diverse. Your money, think about this now, at least the African American dollar, we're talking about trillions. And you chose, all right, no problem. You chose. Man, the DEI, honey. And again, I don't want y'all to get up in get yourself all worked up, because everything is going to happen the way it's supposed to happen. So you want to pull the program? No problem. Target. Baby, let me tell you something. Costco said nada. Costco said we keeping ours because you know where your dollars are coming. You know who's paying for some stuff. You know. Costco said we'll pass. We're going to keep our DEI program. And what happened to the companies that decided to keep them? Dollar bills, y'all. So just, sit back and relax. And, be mindful of who chose to pull the DEI program. Be mindful of where you spend your dollars. Okay? Just be very, very aware where you go shopping, eating, vacationing. Are they in support of you? And when I say you, I mean all of you, because your dollars talk. Your dollars, baby. Yeah, don't play. The boycott is real. Hey, Jenny, what's going on? Are you watching the Super Bowl? What is the main thing that you do? Do you watch the commercials, the halftime show, or the football game? Which one, girl? So yeah, just be aware, people. And I was never a big Target shopper, but ooh, they feeling it now. Yeah, they are feeling it now. Good morning, Mary. How are you? So I am really wanting to encourage everybody to be aware of who is, really acknowledging you and your dollar. And whoever is not acknowledging you and your dollar, you're more than welcome to go somewhere else. Ask Target. And I'm talking about Target. You bad move. Bad move. And it was a list of companies. It was a long list of companies that said no to DEI programs. And then, the fan, my personal fan, Costco said, we're not getting rid of nothing. We know who our audience is. We know. Halftime and commercials, girl, me too. But I am going for the Eagles this time. Because I like Jalen Hurts. So yeah, I am going to watch the game as well as the halftime and the commercials. But yeah, so that will be all for the show today, y'all. Click like and share the show. Again, I know I'm sort of shifting the gears a little bit because it's just so much negativity in the news, and I don't want the show to change the lightness of it. The happy, flowy, you know what I'm saying? So I'm sort of trying to slow down on the hot topics. I'm going to discuss them. Don't get me wrong. I'm going to discuss them, but I don't want the whole show about it at this point because it's giving people anxiety. It's giving people a sense of fear, depression, anger. It's doing all of that. And I don't want the show to change tones because the longer we talk about it, the more it shifts. So I just want you guys to hang in there with me while we experiment because, like I said, I'm going to touch on them, but not dwell on them. But of course, I would love for you guys to leave a comment about the Red Hots today. And also, if you want the show to talk about a certain thing, leave that in the comments as well. But I'm really, the news is just not encouraging right now. And I want to be that show that's going to leave you with some feel good. Okay? All right. So, yeah. Click like and share the show, y'all. Love ya. Oh, yeah. And y'all always miss the outro. So I'm going to leave the outro. Okay. I want y'all to jam.